You ever feel like you're invisible? Like no matter how much harder you work than everyone else around you, you still go unnoticed? Me too. Unfortunately, the truth is, no one's gonna care about you until it's popular to do so. Until there's proof, until you have the receipts of all your work, no one is gonna care. And once you get the receipts, then people will actually believe in you and pull up on you and be like, oh, I knew you could do it. I never doubted you for a second, blah, 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 just yapping away in your ear because now you're that dude. So the real question is, what do you do in the meantime? What do you do when the world hasn't noticed all the work you've been putting in? Do you quit? Do you just stop? Do you complain? Do you close the computer or whatever you're working on and just forget about it? No. In this video, we're going to talk about continuing even without the applause, even when people are not cheering you on, even when you're not getting the support, because the only person you need to rely on in terms of support is you. There's a lot of silence in the grind. And I mean that if you're a true hustler, right? Like if you're really hitting the pavement, whether that be figuratively or literally, but you're putting in the work day in, day out. There's a boringness to consistency. And on top of that, consistency is always behind the scenes. It's not something that people see and go, oh, there he goes. He's doing what he has to do. The only time that's relevant is when you're at the gym, right? And even then, at that point, it still takes a while before those goals or those gains show up and they're realized. Unfortunately, the universal truth is consistency is boring. So therefore, or ergo, it goes unnoticed. That's just the reality of it. But they're not overlooking you because you're not good at what you do. They just haven't caught up to your vision yet. Think about it. For a lot of people out there, you're working on groundbreaking stuff. Maybe you're working on a new product. Maybe you're working on a new way to format videos. Maybe you're working on just a new approach to something that's already been done before. But the thing is, people don't want to be early adopters. So a lot of that work goes largely unnoticed until it's popular for them to do so. Even with my own endeavors, I see this with YouTube, with acting, with modeling, whatever the case may be, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes and a lot of this shit goes unnoticed. And I also face those moments of doubt or discouragement where I feel like the work that I'm putting in isn't getting me the results that I need. So what do? We go harder, right? But that's not always the solution either. Sometimes you're doing everything you can. Sometimes you're putting in the work. You're showing up consistently day in, day out. You're changing strategies, you're figuring out what works. If you're a social media creator, maybe you're trying to refigure out the algorithm, figure out another way to get in front of the audience. If you're a musician, you're figuring out a way to market your music, whatever the case may be. A lot of the times when you're doing this stuff, it's gonna be boring and it's not gonna be something flashy. People don't wanna watch that shit. They don't wanna watch you fail. They don't wanna watch you grind and struggle because just about all of us are doing the same, right? So in closing, this is a super short video, but I just wanna say, in closing, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of the challenges you're facing, regardless of the obstacles that might be in front of you, or just the fact that you don't have support for the things that you're doing, keep going. Don't quit. Every single step you make is a step closer to your goals. And even if people are not supporting you, they're not clapping, they're not cheering you on, do that shit in silence. How much of a better story would that be? No one supported you. No one cheered you on. No one praised you. No one believed in you. Everyone doubted you. People just yapping in your ear, telling you you can't do it. And what happened? You turned it around. Just think about the story. Before you give up on any endeavor, on anything that you want to do in this world, on anything, even your life, before you give that up, just think about the potential story that could be on the outside.